You said you obviously had to wait to see exactly status. Now that you have Kyrie and Harden, they're both in. I mean, are they in any kind of minutes limits or restrictions?
No, I don't think there's any restrictions. I think they're both fine. I think we want to try to be cautious with Kai too. He's played 2 games a week apart, but no set restrictions. It's not out of the question, but that's still to be determined.
We talk about this Bulls team and just how many different attack players they have. How do you kind of focus the defense around a team that has so many different points of attack like that?
Well, really, they do have a lot of guys that can shoot and play, but it really comes down to DeMar and Zach. Those guys are going to take the majority of the shots and make the majority of the plays. So those are the big priorities, trying to, be able to contest everything they do and be combative and take away their space and play a solid 5-man defense.
I've faced this team a couple times already this season. Obviously, personnel can change game to game, but what is it that makes them generally so difficult to match up with?
They're very solid defensively, good defensive team. And offensively, they've really found a great rhythm together. They have two great scorer playmakers, and they have complementary players that can play and facilitate and shoot as well. So they have just great balance on their roster. The pieces fit really well, and they've been so solid, I think, with their defense. And then, like I said, those 2 guys have led them offensively and been, outstanding, especially in the clutch.
Steve, those first 2 games in Chicago, you guys have done a good job defending Vooch just without making LA. Has it changed your approach at all from the first 2 given that?
No, I don't think it changes our approach. He's a very talented player. I think he, while he's not necessarily in all-star consideration like he was in Orlando, he's almost underrated in that he's so intelligent and he can do so many things both ends of the floor to help facilitate his team success. So I think it's important that we try to make it difficult for him as well. But I don't think we change our approach.
Does Blake would Blake at the start at center?
Presumably? We'll see. It's a big debate.
This being just one of very few games that James, Kevin, and Kai have been able to play. Just how have you seen their chemistry grow so far? And I guess where do you think it needs to go next?
I think it's been fine. They played 1 game together. So James didn't play Monday, so it's really early, but anytime those 3 get on the court together, we haven't seen it a lot over the course of the last year or so, but it's exciting for us. And if we can get dozens of games under our belt with those 3 playing, I think we can really develop something.
Bruce, back on Zoom.
Hey, Steve, is this a barometer game? Is this a statement game because you have yet to beat one of the top 4 seeds in the East or the West this year?
I don't know about statement game, but it's a great challenge for us. This is a team that's playing extremely good basketball, has had an outstanding year, has a lot of confidence. So for us, we've been struggling lately. So, when you struggle, there's a great opportunity to learn the most about yourself. So it's not all about tonight, but tonight would be a great opportunity for us to raise our level of competition, to, be as competitive as possible with ourselves to put out the best performance and continue to grow. And if we are able to win, it will give us a lot of confidence. But it's really more about our process. Do we approach the game in the right way? Do we work to find solutions? Do we compete, for every inch of the floor? If we do those things, we'll get better, win or lose.
To understand, obviously what the big 3 are individually. But how many games are you going to have to see them together before you have a really good grasp of how they are going to fit with this unit around them, as opposed to, what you had last year?
Yeah, I don't know. Having Kai only on the road, fortunately in one respect of having a very road heavy schedule over the next 8 weeks is that we should get to see, knock on wood, a lot of Kyrie and try to develop that. But I don't know. It could be seamless and happen quickly, or it could take the entire year. But we just have to be ready to continue to work. Like I said, find solutions to build those cohesions and connections and enjoy the process. Enjoy the process of having those guys try to find a way that they can make each other better and make the group better.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody.